What is a gem hunter? Don't get excited, Jimmies. I said gem. Can I conduct an interview without f***ing it up? Is it possible to throw a surprise party for a psychic? Email me yesterday with your answer. You decide. All this and less on the Beckett list. Welcome to the Beckett List, everybody. This is going to be a really great show. A few days ago, I had the pleasure of interviewing my friend CryptoNate. So without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to the Beckett List, CryptoNate. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, I understand that you are a gem hunter. What exactly does that mean?
I think for me, gem hunting is just making sure, most importantly, fundamentally strong cryptos, but catching them early before they pump and obviously go parabolic for the bull run. So everyone's take on maybe what a gem is, or obviously what a micro cap potential crypto is, obviously. But ultimately, look, it's just finding a strong crypto before it pumps and obviously does 50, 100, 250x.
Does that mean you only invest in micro caps?
No, absolutely not. No, we've our biggest play right now, which I believe is at around 4.5 billion market cap, is Casper. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard of Casper. A lot of people have in the space. We certainly love Casper in the community. Yeah, absolutely. So rule of thumb, I think the majority I can speak on behalf of for our community, they hold around 50 to 75% of their portfolio in Casper. So myself included. So
yeah. I totally would have wished I would have got into it like 2 years ago, though.
It's one of those things you'll be saying that in 2 years and in 2 years and in 2 years. I'm sure that is what's going to happen with Casper. But right now, if you bought in at 15 cents or 13 cents, you're not going to feel like you got in super early. But I'm telling you, even when it gets to $1 and you've done a 7-8x, you're not going to be worrying that you bought it at 11 cents 8 rather than 13 cents. Yeah, absolutely. It'll do very, very well.
All right, so cryptocurrency is narrative based. What are the three narratives that you are most bullish on right now?
I think for me, excluding layer ones, I think that they speak for themselves, and the top 50. I think for me, ultimately, it's making sure, and this is a free tip to anybody, but is really making sure that the narratives are the most relatable to everybody. Because obviously, look, cryptocurrency right now and over the last year or 2 years are ultimately people like you and I that are in it on a day-to-day basis. But making sure that the strongest narratives, in my opinion, will always be the ones that are understandable to anybody coming into the space, whether you've got 1 day, 1 year, or 5 years of experience. So gaming, AI, and real world asset for me, they're the three that I believe will be the strongest. Right now, it probably doesn't look like it, but I guarantee you over the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to see the gaming ones, the AI plays, and the real world assets just do very, very well.
Now, I just want to mention one that you actually gave to me in the real world asset narrative. It's props. Can you tell us a little bit about props?
Yeah, certainly. So props obviously is the ticker, PROPS, prop base. There's two, so be careful if you're looking. Prop base, they're ones that I've been buying since just under 2 cents from the middle to end of last year. They're ones right now, they've got an extremely bullish roadmap. They're one of the only, and I will say this, I was part of one of their AMAs. This is going back quite some time. You may have been in there as well. They're one of the only cryptos I've ever seen that actually have put out a roadmap specifically for central exchange listings, which is incredible, because tech is one thing, which is fantastic. Obviously, I'm sure you go and buy your multi-billion market cap, but a price is a really big thing. And I've with the roadmap they've got Nexus obviously at the moment that is coming through, and their first tokenization, Wyndham Grand. If you ever heard of Wyndham Grand, in the UK, I don't think they're so big, but I think in the US you guys have heard of them. And yeah, they're obviously coming through at the moment as well. So super great team over in Asia over there. Kevin and his team are doing wonders. So Yeah, right now I think you're getting a really good dip. It was up to 27 cents. Right now it's around 7 cents. So yeah, I will certainly be buying more. That's for sure.
Yeah, I remember that AMA because AMA stands for Ask Me Anything, but I swear I don't even remember anybody asking a question. I think Kevin is his name. Is that the CEO?
Yeah, Kevin
Yeah,
Goose. I think it's GOOS.
that's what it is. And he just talked for 50 minutes, then about 10 minutes of questions. But it didn't matter because the info, the alpha that he was just laying out was just so good. We didn't need to hear like some guy ask him, I don't know, how his dog was or whatever you ask on the AMAs.
They've got a good team. They've got a good team. It'll do very, very well. I think right now, it's down to like 25, 27 million, something along those lines, market cap. For me personally, that they're at 7 cents around that right now. I would be shocked if they didn't get $1 to $2 out of props. I think for a lot of people, that's quite bearish, to be honest. With everything that I've seen from them, for anyone watching this, you're ultimately getting a very free pick. Other Discords, big Discords, will still be buying this right now. Maybe not have even heard of them yet, and they're still to come. And like anything, only until it really starts pumping, people will then start talking about it and buying it. That people love to buy green and sell red. Unfortunately, it's a human nature. But obviously, if we can turn that mentality around, then ones like props will be absolutely fantastic for the holders.
So we're using a lot of terminology that might be strange to some of the viewers. Is crypto confusing? Is it complex? Is it easy to learn?
Yes and no. I think I've always said this in previous videos that I've made before. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want. I think people like to make it difficult for themselves. One thing that I've always stood by is, people that don't have as much experience in the market or very, very fresh into the market, they're the ones that ultimately will make you the most amount of money from being an everyday crypto guy or girl. They're the ones that are really going to make you the X's. People call them normies. They're the ones that are really going to make you the maximum amount of money. Just stick to not going too much. You can really go down a rabbit hole with just endless searching on YouTube. Find ones that you like, and then go from there and get maximum conviction in the less cryptos. I think is a really good way to go.
Okay, let's say I'm a normie and I've got $5,000 and it's burning a hole in my pocket. What would you suggest I do? Should I just run to Coinbase and invest in the top 10 crypto?
No. One really good tip that I'll mention now for everyone, which really is a good tip, is look, from previous cycles, it's going to get extremely busy if you're only using Coinbase or for just one CX list, central exchange. Right now, I would say, look, be signing up for just a couple of others, even if you don't use them, just to have them in your back pocket in case anything goes wrong. Worst thing you want is your crypto to absolutely skyrocket and you've made $50,000, $100,000 and it's sitting in your Coinbase wallet, which I wouldn't suggest doing. But if it is sitting in there and then you haven't got access, it's no good, So I would certainly be investing in what they call hardware wallet, cold storage, and then signing up for just a couple of different exchanges, even if you didn't want to use them, just in case one goes down. You've got to really safeguard yourself.
So Nate, if someone was really confused and it's their first time in crypto, like the guy we just talked about, if they came to your Discord, would you be welcoming? Would you give them a lot of help? Because it is a little confusing at first. Tell us a little bit about your group.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a group that really, really ranges in experience levels. Even yesterday, for example, we had someone that had never bought a Solana meme coin, and they needed help setting up one of their Solana wallets and obviously buying it through either Radium or Jupiter, which we managed to obviously make a video and send it to them. So absolutely, we've got a really, really good group of people, which I think ultimately comes down to, friends first, crypto later. I think is the thing that I would say. There really is a friendly vibe to it, but also in the same instance, we're there to make money at the end of the day, and that's what we will do. But yeah, if you are certainly getting into, I've been in some of the biggest discords in the community, and unfortunately, they're either not the most welcoming, or ultimately, I think people don't understand that it's not the most welcoming place or the safest place, for instance, cryptocurrency. But just by investing into a community which we have is absolutely fantastic. And we're all there for the same purpose, and we buy very strong cryptos early, so that obviously we can make the maximum X's when it comes over the next 12 to 18 months.
So do you sell any courses?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think, look, there really isn't any need. There really isn't any need. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Look, we've got a Discord right now that's only $12 a month. It will never change. I don't do this full time. I don't intend to ever do it full time, but I do have the exact same amount of experience as people that do it full time. But look, you don't need to be buying courses. Ultimately, you can come into ours for $12 a month, ask as many questions as you like, and we will tell you how to find the best cryptos, how to store the best cryptos, and obviously, if and when they do pump, is how to obviously sell them cryptos as well. So you don't need to be spending thousands of dollars, because ultimately, or even spending $100, $500 a month for somebody. If you do pay that, you won't have money to buy the cryptos. So that was our biggest thing for setting it up, was obviously making sure that people could also afford the cryptos that they're paying people to find out for,
Yeah. Another question for you. Are you ever going to launch a meme coin?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Look, I couldn't think of anything worse, to be completely honest with you. I hold a couple of meme coins, and that's about it. Setting one up myself, I just couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest. I think it does speaks for itself. When people are setting up meme coins, and then ultimately knowing that they're going to rug, which, if you don't know what rug means, obviously if it ultimately goes back down to zero in a very short space of time, which they will always do, in a 24 to 48 hour period.
Yeah. So the reason I mention these things is because both Nate and I are aware of some of these Discord groups that don't have your best intentions at heart. So that was what the reference is. Those are two red flags for me. If the person who has their Discord, if they're setting up their own meme coin with their face on it, red flag. And also, if they're selling courses, that's a red flag. The alpha should be in the group. You shouldn't have all these crazy tiers where, you get phone calls and weird stuff. It should just be a community thing. And besides, you can learn a lot from the other members of the group. It's not just the main guy. Tell us a little bit about that, Nate. Has anybody ever brought anything to your attention from your group?
Yeah, absolutely. Every day, that's the biggest thing. I've done it in previous Discords, some of the biggest ones where I've given them, I done it with props, funnily enough. Props we mentioned in this previous video. I put it into some of the biggest Discords in the space, and they shut it down and said they weren't bullish on the real world narrative, and I gave it to them under 2 cents, and now it went up to 27 cents, so look, ultimately, if you believe that you're only there for the one person, it's probably the wrong crypto space. I wouldn't say that, although I'm at the helm of our group, it's not my group. We're ultimately, we are a group together. We've got multiple channels within the Discord, and we have people with $1 million portfolios in the group. That's not to say that they've got a bigger ego than anybody else in the group. They all talk. You wouldn't know who they are. They talk every day to people that have got $5,000 crypto portfolios, and you wouldn't know the difference. But that's the biggest thing. You know, we're all there to help each other. I bought a meme coin only a week ago that somebody put in to me that I like the look of, and I bought, and vice versa. I done the same. Obviously, I do it on a weekly basis, but I put one in yesterday that someone bought, and they made a couple of Solana out of a meme coin and took it out. So, you know, it's certainly there. And right now is the time to be buying. It is the time to say, look, worst case is $12. You know, it ultimately, I believe, regardless of all of the crypto, I would pay $12 just for the community we have outside of the fact that we're actually there to make money. But look, give it a try. We'll talk on it, and obviously we'll have the links in the description, I'm sure.
Yeah. So tell us how we can. I'm sorry. Tell us how we can connect to you.
Sure. Look, I can show you if you like. So, look, if you can see my screen. First of all, I will actually talk, if you can see my screen here. I'll talk on Tantrum. I'm not too sure if you've ever brought Tantrum up on your space before, Beckett.
I love Tantrum. I've never talked about him, but I definitely have a card. Let me show my card real quick.
Let's have a look.
It's not a great card. I didn't get the cool Castle one. Yeah.
Don't worry. I've
got the 3-card set. You get the 3-card set, but go ahead, Nate. I'll shut up now.
Look, no. Look, unfortunately, I got the classic black ones as well, if you can see my screen. But since then, you lucky folk that are yet to buy one have got the beauty of getting the trendy pastel ones, which look amazing. I really like this color. And then obviously you've got the vivid tantrums as well. But importantly, look, this is where I would be storing them. You know, they've got their warranty that you'll be able to see on their homepage, as you see here, 25-year warranty. They got their audit, Swiss-based, security standard. They're amazing, absolutely amazing, and it genuinely does take. I would be shocked if it even takes you 3 minutes to activate. They are unbelievable. I know people over the years have bought ledgers, etc., but I think they had a hack not so long ago, and look, 0 out of 1 million cards hacked since 2017. So
that's incredible.
100%. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Look, I can't speak highly enough of them. And as you see here, we've got a promo code for anyone that wants to buy it. It's just Nate, N-A-T-E, and you get 10% off, which brings it down quite nicely. So you can obviously go and buy it. And obviously, look, if you don't want the free, you do have the 2. And obviously you can get them for $49, which is really, really nice.
Get the 3. Get the 3.
I would get the 3, but look, ultimately, as long as you have them, 2 is better than none. So look, for sure. So use the code. I put it on there. You can see. But it's so important. And then you can store your Casper. You can store any other ones that we've put in. I think 90% of the ones that the gems that we've put out are all Tantrum storable, which is nice. So yeah, absolutely amazing, and you will need them going forward because it's only going to get busier and busier in this space over the next 12 months, and I'm sure their prices are probably going to rise over the coming months as well.
Gotcha. And can you show us your Discord, your X? How can we get a hold of CryptoNate? Let me know.
I'll send it to Beckett for Beckett to put into the description of the video here. But ultimately, look, if you go to www.patreon.com/CryptoNateXYZ, that will bring you to our homepage, and obviously you can /membership as well, and that will bring you directly to the tier here. As you can see, there's no fancy tiers, $100, $500 a month. It's just $12, and it will bring, when you click join, it will bring you straight through. Give you the Discord link and you'll be straight in there. So yeah, I highly recommend. We've got, like I say, regardless of everything, you've got an amazing group of people. And then obviously our X, as you can see here, is CryptoNate with 2 E's, XYZ. We're nearly at 300 followers, which is great. And we really do post some insightful stuff. You know, and again, on the profile, you'll see the YouTube link and the Patreon link as well in there. And talking on YouTube, we're over 200 subscribers now, which is nice. And yeah, we are posting. We try to post a couple of times a week as a minimum. We do the shorts as well. We have got live streams as well for you to catch up on. But like we say, we do post as much as we can do. And you'll see a nice mix of things as well. I think a lot of people like to stick to, you know, Casper specific, or maybe just the meme coins that are pumping right now. But we try to do a nice array of things so you can read up on different meme coins, different AI plays, different gaming plays. As you can see in front of you, we've got 2 gaming plays there as well as Casper and a couple of memes. So we try to keep that nice balance as well to it. And I think it speaks for the community as well as the YouTube channel.
That's awesome. Oh, thank you so much, CryptoNate. I had a blast. How about you?
It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's really nice to be on. Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm sure it's been a while, actually. It's been a while. I think we've been trying to get this now for a good best part of it's been overdue, let's put it that way.
And this won't be the last time. This is kind of a little experiment. Nate and I said, hey, let's do this. And we're just happy to have you here, have Nate here, and everybody. We have a ton of friends in common. Just want to say hi to everybody.
It's good to see everyone. It's like I say, it's I can't speak highly enough of the people that we've got. I often say, friends first and then crypto later, but I think it really goes under the radar. I think it's we're constantly talking in the Discord, and it's like, oh my God, we've made a couple of X's on our plays, and then we go back to talking absolute rubbish again. But it's it's sometimes, just to finish off, crypto can be a very daunting, stressful. I've got so many different words
sideways.
To use, and
it's a Bitcoin range.
It's a roller coaster. One day you're at 72K and things are looking hunky dory, we say in the UK, and then the next minute it's at 58K, and you're trying to get mattress money to buy more. So it can be stressful, but I think we take that stress out of it with a community, just to remind people to buy, store it in your tangent, forget about it, and then think about something else and talk on something else. So otherwise you get boggled down, and it's not good. It's not good.
All right. It's been an absolute pleasure. And we'll catch you later.
My pleasure. Speak soon.
All right. Have a good one.
And you, Becca.
I hope you enjoyed. And before I go, I'd like to leave you with this. Through every forest, beneath the trees, within my stomach, scraped off my knees, I drink the honey inside your hive. You are the reason I stay alive. Until next time.